Oh, grade 12. So, in this week, we have started with our new lesson, which is chapter 12, counting. It's actually a lesson that we have taken last year, but let us make a revision because it's very important to revise everything before start with our important chapter, which is probability. First of all, let us remember together what's the meaning of the factorial. Factorial, it's represented, as you can see, as n factorial. By 0 factorial is 1 factorial is 1, 2 factorial, for example, it's 2 times 1, 3 factorial, it's 3 times 2 times 1, okay? Later on, you will know where do we use factorial. First of all, the first one is arrangement with repetition. Suppose you have a P list, or sorry, an N list of elements, and you are asked to find the number of pellets that can be formed from this set of n. So in this case, if p is less than n and it's with the repetition, you can use n to the power p. Let us solve the example to understand what's the concept. We have the word meso, and we need to form three-letter words. So 3 is less than 6, which is the total number of elements. So words that can be formed using the elements, they didn't mention that you have to use the letters once. So it's arrangement with repetition. So in this case, we use n to the power p, which is 6 to the power 3. It's 216 words that you can form from this word. Now, what if you are asked to find the arrangement without repetition? In this case, it's the same case, but you can use the letter only once. So you use APN, APN, which is n factorial over n minus p factorial. The same thing, suppose you want to form three-letter words where the numbers are, where the words are used only once, okay, distinct letters. So you will get A36, which is 120 words, okay? Now, what if you have, you need to form a six-letter word out of this word? So it's called an anagram. So what's the anagram? It's when you use the whole letters of the word to form another word. In this case, you use 6 factorial, so it's 720 words that you can use out of uh, this word, okay? So when do we use n factorial? When you use 6 letters out of 6. Now, what if in the word you have two repeated letters like SES? What do you do in this case? It's 3 factorial, but it's over 2 factorial. What's 2 factorial? It's the number of repeated letters of S. So you have two numbers, two letters, S, so it's 2 factorial. So we have only 3 letters, 3 words that contains the letters SES. Let us continue. Now, the combination, it's C. C, it's used when you choose the element simultaneously. So at the same time, where the repetition, it's not an option. So suppose you have a class and you need to vote for the president and the class president. The president cannot be the president and the vice president. A student cannot be a president and vice president at the same time. Okay, so there's no repetition, and they are chosen at the same time. So this is a combination where you have to use C, P, N. So where do we use C? We use it when they say that we have to choose simultaneously, which means at the same time, and you cannot repeat. You cannot repeat the case more than one time. So you use the combination. Like, for example, the number of ways to choose 3 persons out of 5, you'd see. Of course, the persons, you cannot choose the same person 3 times. So you have to use combination of 3 persons, okay? Of course, these are some properties that you have to know, but uh, now, starting from now on, when you see the word successively with the repetition, it's n power p. Successively without repetition, it's APN. And when you see simultaneously, you have to use combination. So as overall, when you see successive with repetition, so the order counts, so it's n to the power p. You can use the element several times. Now, successive without repetition, you can use the element only once, so it's APN. Simultaneously, and the order doesn't matter, but an element is drawn once, it's combination. Okay, so the Pascal, of course, it's not required. So this is our lesson. This is our new lesson. We've already started solving some of the exercises. Uh, Let me just solve. Okay, there are 15 seats on a bus. 6 persons took the bus. And how many different ways can these 6 persons sit? Of course, the person cannot sit in 2 different seats. So this is not unpower P because there is no option for repetition. So this is A. It's A 6 15. Okay. Um. Uh, Let us take another example. In a play, there are, see here, I want you to see. Okay, in an aquarium, there are 3 red fish, 2 black fish, and a silver fish. We remove simultaneously and randomly 3 fish that we put in a bowl. How many possibilities are there? Whenever you see the word simultaneously, of course, you're going to choose C. So we are choosing 3 fish out of what? 3 fish out of 6 fish. So it's C, 3, 6.